Greetings and welcome to the latest in our cycle of lunar rituals. We're glad to have you with us. Suggested materials are a candle, matches or lighter, incense, a bowl or saucer of water, or a mirror in which to see the flame's reflection, a piece of scrap paper, your sigil paper from before, or a new sheet if you're starting fresh, a writing instrument, and a deck of cards. If you lack any of these, you can simply follow along on the video stream. The candle will be lit in ritual, the incense may be lit now. We will get started in just a moment. If you're not a member but are interested in getting involved, you can find a link to our Discord at capitalareasatanists.org. Find a seated position where you can rest comfortably for an extended period of time. Let us begin.
Take a deep breath and let it out slowly. Place your hands firmly and tenderly over your heart. Breathe as deeply as feels comfortable. Allow your pulse to steady itself in this moment. Feel the support of the earth beneath you. Feel yourself firmly grounded in place, strong and immovable by any will but your own. You may now light your candle, and with the lighting of this flame, honor the gift of knowledge bestowed upon you and which you carry forward with you. With the ringing of the bell, feel the space around you, already a tenuous material reality, detach itself from the mundane world, creating room for your inner world to briefly manifest out. As within, so without.
We call upon Azazel, the scapegoat of the wilderness in the south, to illuminate and strengthen this circle. We call upon Lucifer, the light bringer, the air above, to illuminate and strengthen this circle. We call upon Lilith, mother of the demons in the north, to illuminate and strengthen this circle. We call upon Hecate, goddess of the witches, queen of the underworld below, to illuminate and strengthen this circle. We call upon all kindred souls, equally important, but not more so than our own, so often forgotten in satanic rites gone by. And so finally, call upon yourself, all those equally worthy parts of you, that which is at the center, to illuminate and strengthen this circle.
If you have cards with you, cut the deck now. Without looking at it, draw the top card and place it face down, horizontally. May this hidden card represent the unknown and the unknowable. Draw a card, place it face up to the left. May this card suggest where you stand now. Draw a card and place it in the center. May this card clarify that which stands in your way. And finally, draw a card and place it to the right. May this card point the way to overcoming the obstacles in your path. Take note of meanings or connections which may intuitively come to mind. At the Lunar New Year, we urged you to take time to focus on yourself, allowing yourself to acknowledge your own anxieties and fears and discomforts, acknowledging the ache you may have been feeling in your chest as the world fell to pieces around us. Last month, we used that foundation of self-focus to ritualistically expand our circle of empathy to those closest to us. Tonight, we expand our attention further still. This time, to those in your life you are less close with. Maybe you were once, but have drifted over time. Maybe you haven't had the chance yet to get to know them better. Or maybe they are comfortable acquaintances, and that's okay. The proactive among us may be going straight to thoughts of, what can I do for them? But these ideas can come later. Right now, try to simply hold in your mind the people and your connections like invisible threads to them. Before you are two pieces of paper. One is for scratch, and the other has been collecting, or will be collecting, your sigils throughout this lunar year. On your scratch paper, write down a word or phrase which embodies those connections to you or your feelings of connection to those people. This will form the first extension out from the foundation. Spiraling out, not unlike the coiled snake. The more specific your phrase, the better. However, if you're having difficulty coming up with something, consider using a simple, present tense we or they statement like, we are comrades, or they are neighbors, in the Mr. Rogers sense. Or even just picking a word that embodies an emotion you feel most acutely when thinking of them in this moment. From this word or phrase you just wrote, strike out each vowel. Strike out as well any redundant consonants, keeping only the first instance of each. Write out the set of unique letters that remain. Combine these letters into each other, forming a single character. Try not to overthink this. There's no wrong way to do this. Now draw this character again, while adding your own flourishes to make it appear more like your idea of a sigil. Bending, adding, or omitting lines, knowing that the legibility of the original letters need not be preserved at this stage. You will take this final form and draw it one more time onto your grand sigil sheet. If your paper is blank, that's fine, but a pristine sheet of paper can be intimidating. So, if this is your first sigil, before committing it to your sheet that you'll be keeping throughout the year, mar the sheet with a random pen stroke, or tear a rip along the edge, or crumple it slightly. Something to free yourself from any expectation of perfection that you may be holding yourself to. And now take that final form of the shape, draw it onto your imperfected paper, either at the center if you are beginning, or along the outward stretching spiral if you've been building with us from the beginning. Gaze upon your sigil and concentrate on the meaning which you've imbued it with. With meaning set in place, allow your concentration to relax. Take a deep breath, and with the slow exhalation, feel any tension releasing from mind and body. Hold this paper so as to conceal the sigils, to be carried with you and added to under the next new moon. May it be of comfort and remind you to look after those that are maybe acquaintances you don't see or think of as often. One more deep breath, and put the sigil out of mind. Allow your focus to soften and return wholly to this moment. If you have a saucer of water, place it in front of your candle. We now call upon it to reflect the flame and aid our contemplation of that gift of knowledge which it represents.
I adjure you, O creature of water, by the name of Lucifer, the bringer of light, by the name of Satan, the ruler of hell, and by the power of all the forsaken and damned souls in your charge, that you become water enlivened by the strength of the enemies of God. Be empowered to lift up and unite that same rebel army with all its apostate angels. Now look into the flame's reflection upon the water, and allow your gaze to soften. See if your muscles can relax, your jaw to unclench, even slacken. Listen to your breath. As you sit, allow your thoughts to flow freely by, undirected. If any worries or anxieties arise, acknowledge them, and then let them float by. We will now give way to 13 minutes of silence, that you may give your inner self the time to speak and be known. As we now come back into this present moment, you may notice some feelings of peace and calm, or at least stillness. Now, imagine a peaceful, still calm flow through every cell of your body. As you imagine feelings of inner quietness, you can even imagine it growing into an inner patience that wasn't there before, an inner peace and inner tranquility. This would help you grow more peace and inner motivation in your mind. And this peace and quiet is something that can remain with you and even grow stronger and stronger. See if you can imagine this feeling growing stronger and stronger as each day goes by. The strength of that peace can give you the confidence and will to continue our rebellions, be they small and daily or larger and momentous. We now open the circle and give our thanks. Depart in peace, guardian of the crossroads. From you we gain the keys to rooms deep within ourselves. Our gratitude goes with you. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Depart in peace, exile of Eden. Your example inspires us to guard our own autonomy. Our gratitude goes with you. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Depart in peace, you bringer of light. Your winds have come and change has begun. Our gratitude goes with you. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Depart in peace, you blameless sacrifice. May we pick up the trail of your flight to freedom. Our gratitude goes with you. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Extend gratitude to yourself for setting aside this moment of intentionality and reflection. If you so choose, repeat to yourself, I am at the center, I am the center. There is no God where I am.
I am at the center. I am the center. There is no God where I am.
With the ringing of this bell, return to the rational world, renewed by your retreat from it, and stronger for any insights gleaned and any resolve gathered. As you work your will by the growing moonlight, think of others. Cherish those who are in your circle of empathy. Until we see you under the full moon, go well and be safe. May the devil take you and keep you. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
So it is done.